A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. I'm Ritwika Gupta, and here's wishing all our viewers a very happy and prosperous Diwali. This entire week, we covered how various sectors and businesses are gearing up for the festive season. And as part of our final episode in this very special festive edition, we put a spotlight on the retail, lighting and consumer durable sector. In the first segment, we have a very special conversation lined up with Ashok Viswanathan, Senior Vice President, Usha International. And in the second segment, I get chatting with Tanushri Biyani, founder, Anaar. I'm now joined by Ashok Viswanathan, Senior Vice President, Usha International. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mr. Ashok.
Oh, it's an honor and pleasure from my side. Also, thanks for having us on this platform, Ritwika.
So I want to kick this conversation off by talking about an overview of Usha International's rich legacy, your journey and its role in the lifestyle industry. How would you describe it?
Usha, per se, the brand name has a very rich legacy of over about 80 years. Both in the Indian market and in the export market. Our core competence has always been customer-centric and customer excellence, and all our products revolve around that. So what we have built around 80 years has been a very successful brand, known for customer satisfaction. That's what we have built around it. And an initiative of Usha has been the TISVA.
Sure. Now, the festive season, especially Diwali, is often associated with lights. Ashok, could you talk to us about the biggest trends that you're seeing that are impacting the lighting industry in India today?
Yeah, see, India's lighting industry, per se, the organized market is estimated around 3.5 to 4 billion USD. Now, lighting in India has evolved after the change from electrical to electronics. So that's when in 2010, if you see, LED came into the market, and it's just I wouldn't call it disruption because everybody calls it disruption, but the change what LED has brought in has bring in a lot of change to the entire market in terms of better power reduction, in terms of flexibility in your lighting, in terms of you can dim, you can tune. So the lighting trend has moved a long way from where it was prior to 2010. So the lighting industry and the government have worked extensively over a decade, and today everybody is talking about LEDs and reduction in power consumption, and that's the future trend, and a lot more exciting things are coming up in the market.
And how are you geared up for the festive season? What sort of demand are you expecting?
Light is all about festive, and at TISVA what we really look at is spreading happiness through light. And if you look at the brand per se, TISVA name is formed out of Twisa and Tattva, which is basically light and essence. So everything around the space and everything brings an essence is all light for us. And per se, a festive season, for us, we treat every season a festive season. And there is specific festival of lights, which is Diwali, and that's where we geared up all our portfolio. We train our people and bring specific light fixtures for home solutions, for various applications around the festive season, even more in a very, very productive manner.
And can you also tell us about what consumers can expect from the brand during the festivities? Are there any new lineups or offers you can talk to us about?
We have about 15 stores spread across pan-India. So as a brand, in all our 15 stores, we have the festive offer going on, which covers almost practically the entire store for our customers to come, experience light, and spread the happiness of light. So we're having many new ranges because our range is so extensive that So we bring in range every 3 months, and that's our product portfolio cycle. And we ensure that our customers are heard very well. That's very important for us, because all our product, our portfolio, our innovation is all around customer-centric. So it's like all through the year a festive season, but a dedicated festive season runs for a 3-month campaign during the Diwali season.
Ashok, take us through some of the key milestones and industry-first innovations that TISVA Lighting has achieved over the past decade.
Okay, I must say this is another great question, because TISVA, if you see, we're celebrating the 10 years, as you would know. And way back in 2014, when we opened our first store, so lighting was the best thing for an initiative for a brand like Usha. That's when TISVA was born. So over this 10 years, we have managed all across our portfolio. As I said earlier, it's all around customers. So we are very close to customers, and we always love to hear customers' voice. And that the stores gives us complete access to the customer's voice. So that's one way we looked at. How a legacy is built in TISVA is basically, we started in 2014. We kept on hearing customers' voice. Today, if you look at our home decorative portfolio, we're spread across all the kind of material that's available, and the future is going to be on sustainability. So that's a long run. In 10 years, we've done quite a lot of innovation. And around 2016-17, we also expanded our applications across various other portfolio, including lights for commercial spaces, lights for specific city beautification, so-called the facade lighting. We've also spread across various industries, giving them solutions. 2015, when we launched the high specification products, these were not even known in the market. Something like a 90% plus glare, anti-glare luminaires, and a high color rendering, and combined with tunability, dimmability. And today that's become the norm for the industry. In fact, in a great way, as a TISVA legacy, we've set the trend for the future to come.
So we spoke about the last 10 years. Now tell us, what is your vision and strategy for the next 10 years? What can we expect?
Yeah, see, again, I told you, lighting is ever evolving. So that's a biggest challenge every light manufacturer faces, because customer needs are different. Every quarter, they need something new to see. So our 3 major pillars for growth would be innovation, sustainability, and expand to new markets. So everything is built around these 3 pillars. So we want to innovate. We want to really get into sustainable manufacturing process, sustainable material usages, so that customers and as a brand TISVA both contribute to the future of our kids. And expansion to markets across the globe is the next phase for TISVA for the coming 5 to 10 years.
And what roles do digital transformation and technology play in Usha International's strategy?
Yeah, so digital transformation in lighting, again, today the word of buzz everybody talks about is smart lighting. Now, that's one technological advancement everybody is talking about. But again, TISVA wants to take a step back, understand where we are moving towards this technology. Because what we again feel, it's very easy to innovate in digital transformation, bringing in artificial intelligence to lighting, controlled app and things like that. But does customer really need those kind of sophisticated digital transformation? So it's very, again going back to my statement of purposeful innovation. So we're doing, the future is going to be all around smart lighting, which we plan to launch in a couple of years' time. Work is going on in a big way behind the scenes as I talk in TISVA Innovation Center.
So for MSMEs in the lighting industry, what are the key opportunities and challenges that they should be aware of?
MSMEs in lighting have great potential, because India is fantastically growing in terms of infrastructure, in terms of homes, in terms of the magnitude at which the home buyers can spend today is grown 10x time to what it was 5 years back. So there's a lot of scope for MSMEs for bringing in a lot of quality, energy efficient light fixtures. And then I would also look at exports in a big way, because Make in India has pushed a lot of luminaire manufacturers to think different, innovate different. And if that can be translated to the export markets, I think India would really grow in a big way. But the negative part is skilled labor and financial stability amongst the MSMEs. That needs to get addressed also.
Fantastic. And finally, what advice would you give to Indian businesses to make a significant impact in the global market?
If you look at today's market, there's been a lot of international designers who have come into Indian market to work on project-specific lighting needs, and that has now translated for our local designers and architects to go outside India and explore their experience. And today I think vice versa happens with specifiers across. So that's a big change which has happened in the lighting industry, which was not seen even 10 years back. So we need to be aware about what we are kind of bringing into India and taking it back. So today, if you look at technology globally, many of the lighting companies are talking about light which can improve productivity amongst office users. That's a big one step forward which people are talking about. And I think India is doing fantastic in accommodating those innovations into their normal lighting practices by these Indian architects and the consultants who come from abroad. So innovation has gone from India and to India, both ways.
Well, this was a wonderful conversation, Ashok. Thank you so much for your time. Wish you a very happy Diwali. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Pleasure meeting you, Ritwika.
It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. You're joining us for our festive special episode, and in this segment we are shining a spotlight on retail, especially the exciting world of footwear featuring a very creative and new age brand called Anaar. They're turning heads with their customized bridal sneakers. Yes, you heard me right. I had an interesting conversation with Tanushri Biyani, founder of Anaar, who shared her journey, trends and all about her new festive collection that's sure to keep everyone on their toes. Listen in. Tanushri, welcome to ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, I think what you do is incredible. It's very creative, blending ethnic elements with modern sneakers. It's really, really creative and spectacular. But I really want to know, what is the story behind Anaar? How did it all start? What was the inspiration? Take us your thought process.
For sure. So at Anaar, we saw an opportunity to reinvent the bridal footwear experience. While Indian brides and the bridal party in India wear beautiful, elegant saris and lehengas, their footwear really doesn't always match the grandeur of their attire. And thus we wanted to bridge the gap by offering elegant, while comfortable and lightweight footwear to brides that would be a mix of the Indian heritage while have the modern sensibilities of sneakers.
Sure.
The way the brand and the product came out is a personal story actually. I made the first pair for my sister-in-law for a family wedding, and everyone really appreciated there, and that's when we thought there is really something with sneakers that we could do to achieve the modern sensibility and comfort while staying true to our Indian culture and heritage.
But why Anaar? Why the name Anaar? Does it have a deeper meaning to it?
So the name Anaar holds a lot of cultural and significance in Sanskrit. Anaar is often associated with prosperity and abundance, which really correlates and reflects a women's new beginning. The brand embodies the pomegranate's crown in its logo, which is a symbol of prosperity, and the fruit's color red is a symbol of love, which is a significant part of all festive and Indian wedding culture.
Tanushri, I understand Anaar has a dedicated e-commerce platform, and I find that very interesting because you have a limited retail presence, but you're focusing more on e-commerce. Why I find it interesting is because when you talk about footwear, you would like to go to a store and try on the shoes. So, what is the strategy behind just focusing on e-commerce?
So the reason we started with e-commerce was because we wanted to focus on directly communicating with our customers, understand where they come from, where and what are their wants and their needs. And e-commerce allowed us to reach to a much larger and a wider range of customers, both in India and internationally, without the constraints of any geographical boundaries.
Sure.
Having said that, we do have 2 stores around India so far, in Delhi and in Bangalore, and we do a lot of active pop-ups across the country, so that, like you said, people would love to try on the footwear and then comfortably place an order.
Yeah.
So we help with that also. We also have a very strong customer service channel on WhatsApp, where we talk to them directly. We ask them to send in their fits to help and try mold our footwear as per their fits. We customize fits as per their needs. A lot of times they send us a drawing of their foot, or they scan it and they send it, so we can help provide them with the correct size and correct fit. And we are currently looking at evaluating a lot more offline options, so that Anaar can be a good blend of an omni-channel retail experience.
Sure. So, Tanushri, we are having this conversation for the festive season. So, I want to know from you, what's the demand like? What are the expectations from this year's festive season? What sort of, consumer, expectations are you looking at?
We're really excited about the new festive season, mainly because this is the second year into the festive season, and we have a couple of new exciting launches and collabs planned. We currently have just launched our wedge sandals, which is based on the current sneaker platform Last itself, and we're really excited with the response we've already garnered in the last 2 weeks of launching it, and really looking forward to the festive experience in India this year.
Right.
Yeah.
And is it mainly in the tier 1 or tier 2, tier 3 market as well?
I think we get orders all across pan-India. Tier 1, tier 2 all play a big important role. Tier 2 is growing rapidly too, and that really excites us. We love to see when we get an order from very small towns in India, and it really makes us really smile, seeing that we're reaching across to the entire country.
Fantastic. And is there a festive collection in line for Anaar as well?
Yes, we have just launched a new range of sneakers and also a new range of wet sandals. And post Diwali, we have a very big collab coming up and some more new launches and category launches coming up, which we're really excited as a brand.
Tanushri, as a D2C brand in India today, where are the biggest opportunities and perhaps some of the challenges as well you can talk to us about in this ecosystem?
So the biggest opportunity we feel that we have learned from our online platform, our Instagram and our WhatsApp, and interacting with consumers is that they are looking for something that reflects their individuality and their style. So they want customized products. The good part for us at Anaar is that we have a separate personalization division where we can cater to any customer and consumer's needs within 15 days. So if you have ordered a sneaker on day 1 or requested for a design from us, within 15 days to 20 days max, you'll have the product with you. And I think fast conversion of personalized products is really giving us a big edge over our other brands.
All right. And can you talk to us about some of the trends, some of the bigger trends that you are seeing in the footwear and perhaps the retail industry at large?
So like I said, individuality in fashion is really rising. People really want to express themselves through their attire and through their accessories. While we also do believe that luxury followed with comfort is the need of the hour. People are really looking for products that are luxurious and that have a style statement, but at the same time deliver comfort.
So Tanushri, apart from the festive season, the wedding season is also around the corner. Tell me, what are your expectations from the wedding season? Because your products, your footwear, it is for the brides and the bridesmaids. So yeah, what kind of projections are you expecting?
So this is the second wedding and festive season around. Anaar is a 1.5-year-old brand, and we have learned a lot from the first year, and we're really excited to implement all of those learnings in this new year. For the bridal part of it also, it's been really exciting. We already have brides coming to us from August onwards itself. A lot of them want to do customized bridal hampers for their bridesmaids, and they want to do matching shoes for them and personalize those shoes for them. So that's been really exciting. And we're really looking forward to put in all our learnings of the last bridal season this year and hoping for a great festive and a bridal season at Anaar.
Fantastic. And finally, Tanushri, tell me, what advice would you have for smaller businesses in the retail industry, who are looking to make a mark, perhaps those in the creative business?
More than advice, I would say my belief is that one should stay true and authentic to themselves and to their brand. In creative businesses, it's easy to kind of feel like I need to follow this trend and that trend, but I feel you should stick to what makes your brand unique. Secondly, always listen to your customer. I think the customer is one of your biggest assets, and they will guide you towards making the right business decisions. Also, always be prepared to innovate and to create new things, as the market is constantly changing. And for the brand to succeed, one needs to adapt while they stick true to their core values.
Fantastic. It was lovely chatting with you, Tanushri. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure being here. Thank you.
And with that, it's a wrap on this episode of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. We hope you enjoyed watching our entire week of festive special lineup. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.